What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas. Just wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll be taking the next couple of days off from posting videos here. And I also wanted to let you guys know about a couple of great ways to give back this holiday season. Give generously. Many of us are much better off than we think we are, especially in light of how the desperate situations that so many people are in, both in our country and around the world. So two ways that I'd like to point out. One of them is kind of a long-term option, and the other one is a local option here. So the first one is called Daffy. If you've never heard of a donor-advised fund, a donor-advised fund itself is a charitable organization. And so when you put money into an account like this called a donor-advised fund, a DAF or a DAF, what you're doing is making a legal contribution to a charity. Now, when you donate this money, it stays inside this account, and then you can choose many times how it's invested. You can't pick individual stocks because they are managed portfolios, but you can choose kind of the allocation or the general strategy. Now, most donor-advised funds, number one, have fairly large minimums, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, and they have outrageous fees, especially considering places like Vanguard, who are known to have great fees. Their donor-advised funds are just stupid with how much they charge. Daffy is a new donor-advised fund company. You can find them at daffy.org. I've got them linked in the description below. It's not an affiliate link. I'm not getting paid at all for this, not sponsored. It's just a donor-advised fund that charges $3 per month. So especially once you start building this account up, it is preposterous how much more places like Schwab or Fidelity or Vanguard charge for their donor-advised funds. Further, they have a feature, either they're rolling it out soon or they have it out right now, where you can select crypto investments inside the portfolio as well, if that's something that you're interested in. And so basically you donate into this account if you don't have somebody or somewhere already that you would like to give money to. Number one, that gives you the tax break because you're making a charitable donation. Number two, this money then grows inside this account, and this is key, you cannot take it out yourself. It's irrevocable. You cannot get it back. You are making a donation to a 501c3 charitable organization. And then from that account, you send money out of that account, and it can only go to other charities, only go to other 501c3 organizations. So anytime you find a good cause, you hear of a good organization, a good charity, and you want to send them money, you could just use this as your entity to send it out. And that way, come the end of the year, your tax, it's very, very simple because all of your charitable donations all your tax forms just come from this one. And then since they're just transfers from one organization to another outside of that account, then you don't have to deal with that messy tax situation, collecting all of your, keeping track of all your donations from multiple sources. And then finally, since that money grows in there, eventually you can get this to a point where it continues to grow and you can just pay out to charities what the growth is. And so then you have this machine, this perpetual machine that's just creating money, that's just going to handing out and giving and being generous and giving back. So for me, this is a fantastic long-term solution to creating a perpetual giving machine. Now, the second thing I'd like to point you to is more of a local solution here, because that's an easy thing to do, is just to put money into a donor-advised fund. But then the question is, where do you give it after that? And I was thinking about finding a charity that I could link in the description of this video, or there's the usual, YouTube has that fundraiser button option. But charity is something that is done most effectively at the local level. The larger the charity, the more bureaucratic it gets, the more administrative expenses they get. And so everybody in your area, you've got homeless shelters, you've got halfway houses, you've got food kitchens that hand out food to homeless people on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So in local areas, there are all sorts of organizations that are local, that know the people. They have programs to help people get out of their situation, and the money goes a lot further in doing things like that. It even goes further than just giving money out to people like on the sidewalk or on the corner of the street, because if you give somebody $5, they might be able to buy a burger with it. But when you give it to like a food kitchen, what they're able to do, they buy groceries and they make meals, and that money goes a lot further. You create a lot more meals than even if you donate like cans. If they do canned food drives, normally the money goes a lot farther if you just give the money to the local homeless shelter or food kitchen. So that's all I have for you guys today. I'm wishing you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hopefully you guys can help me in spreading the love around and making it a happy holiday for everybody, even if they don't have a lot, giving back and being generous, because let's be honest, we are so much better off than a lot of people are. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.